Hello, and welcome back to yet another Consortium Interregnum. Are you guys excited?
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Hyped up.
Hello.
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 Anyway, what happened last time, fellas?
What did happen last time? I feel like we were
Planning.
discussing.
Plotting, scheming.
Thieving, cheating.
He talked about going after a pope.
All you guys know is his name, and you were like, I want to mess that guy up.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah,
What,
fuck
a
the religion.
religious leader with a title that's familiar in real life that we don't respect?
What do you mean? This is real life, Lunu.
That was Austin.
Oh, what do you mean? I'm sorry. What do you mean, George? This is real life.
What? Becomes a weird AI art for some reason.
Oh no, I've become an NFT.
Is that what happens if you shoot yourself with a V coin?
Only one way to find out.
True.
It's the only way to know what's gotten to a head.
Pulls a Persona 3.
My persona.
My persona is a potted plant.
Hit. Actually trying to think of the lamest pirate in history. My persona, Calico Jack.
Captain Morgan.
Blair tries to do her persona animation, gets a spear in her head.
But yeah,
anyway, planning.
Yeah, so
scheming.
we had 3 plans to go on the pilgrimage to try to get an audience with the Pope, to set up an engagement party to get an audience with the Duchess by making it a royal party, and then potentially to set up a big dinner party, formal event to actually eventually get an audience with the Chancellor. And we had Charlemagne starting up all this stuff in the background.
Mm-hmm. As you do.
As one does.
So.
And we also
how do we start a pilgrimage is a question.
By becoming Scott Pilgrim. And fighting evil boyfriends.
Data miner.
So all of the holy orders have headquarters in Leicester City, which is a place that you have not yet been to, but could theoretically go.
Alright, so first step is to get tickets to Leicester City, because we have to pay to get on the it's connected to the octopus, right? It's connected through the tentacles, or do we have to go on a submarine?
Yeah, no, it's connected through the tentacles, but your free pass that you have doesn't include it in its entirety. So you probably would need to pay to take that route as well.
So how much money is that exactly? Can I ask Charlemagne?
Charlemagne thinks for a little bit, and he says, I don't know what the current price is. I haven't. It's not something that I usually have to think about.
All right. I'm only asking because I'm a little light in the pockets at the moment.
I have not.
He says I can reach out and see about getting you you guys passes to go. And he rummages through his shirt till he gets his sending slate. And highs and lows.
Can we get much higher?
So high. The edits are real.
All right. Oh yeah, so he comes after typing on his thing. He says it'll definitely be a little bit before we can get it permanently for you guys, but I think we should be able to at least get you back into it for this one time. So he says you've definitely got one free ride there, but you know, if you want to go back and forth a lot, you better be ready to pay. He says we can also try and get you some local housing, and someone else. Highs or lows?
Highs.
He says, "Oh, perfect. It looks like a new hotel just opened up, and they're doing a promotion. And it's actually they sent Bubbles some tickets. So it's only for one room, so you guys may need to you know, either pay to get another one, or you guys actually got pretty high on this one. It seems like a pretty nice place, though. So the room itself might be big enough for all of you, if you were willing to hang out. You know, like, you know, bring some mattresses or something."
Okay. It's always nice to have some good accommodations.
Well, we also need to remember we'll have Basil and the cult leader with us.
Are you bringing the cult leader?
Yeah, we came to that decision at the end of last session.
Yeah.
We do need
The
to
question is,
talk
should
to
we
him,
take
though.
Basil because he has to go to school?
Yeah, let the monkey butler take care of Basil. We just need to focus on one rowdy guy.
Whoa. You can take off for religious holidays.
Blair, he
But
has
is
to
it-
get an education.
Yes, but it's a religious pilgrimage we're all going on. So this is an exception.
I miss my friends at school.
I just don't know how long it'll take. What if it takes several weeks?
Yeah, that's
It really wouldn't take that long.
Honestly, I
we
have no
we
idea
have
what
a
these three
psychic
guys want.
squid.
Plus, what I'll do is I'll just request that the school give me his next few weeks of learning material just in case. I can
You're
help
gonna
home.
homeschool him.
Sure.
Charlemagne says, "Why don't you just switch his pickup spot to the hotel?
His what?
His pickup spot, the spot that he gets picked up to go. Just have it set up be at the school or
Wait,
at the hotel. Then he can come with you.
how does
And then
that
still
work?
go to school.
Does the pickup spot use teleportation technology?
No, it's like a school bus. They come and get them. Sometimes you
Oh.
drop them off, but they can come pick them up. So if you can't drop them
hotels within
off
the
because
school
you don't want to
district?
pay the fee, just tell them to come pick them up at the hotel. And then if he'll able to join you on missions that you're doing things with that you know you need him for, but then he can still go to school.
That's a fantastic idea, Charlemagne.
I didn't know buses were real.
Buses are just a myth.
God.
A myth. But yeah.
Yeah, that solves one problem.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, no, I mean, we don't have to leave the kid. Like, he can still get an education. Because, like, I feel like every time we get
You guys have helped him with his homework. You guys have actually been doing an okay job making sure that he goes to school regularly.
Yeah, I just feel like we're stretching limits at this point.
Plus, it would say if we are gone for weeks, I don't want to be away from my son for that long. I don't think
That's
he would
also
want that
fair.
either.
That's fair.
Yeah, you guys leave him here for 2 weeks, so you come back and it's like, I wonder how he's doing.
Set the entirety of Ormos on fire.
Has a mega bender going on. Everyone's invited. Well, Basil, you're so fucking cool.
Milkshakes are on me, guys.
Yeah, milkshakes, because some guy just pours drinks in them.
Just guzzles down.
Town's half on fire.
Give me 1 second here. 1 second. So now you guys have a place that you can go. Is there anything you would like to do before you leave?
Real quick, do we get any money from our last job? I don't think I ever wrote it down.
I don't think we did.
From the one with the getting the air filter unit back?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, they did not give you any money. So you may want to check like some local quests when you get to the next city as well.
Wait, we got no
Charlemagne
reward
says
for
that
the
Leicester
whole
City
operation?
is although small, pretty densely packed, and getting the people to like you there will probably go a long way in terms of improving overall morale.
Yeah.
Like generally, you're well liked in certain areas and kind of hated in others. And Leicester City is one of the few places that like it's probably a lot of people that are kind of indifferent to you. So they're probably the easiest people left to bring to your side.
Look, next time we go to, let's try to get a job. I will say, I do have some potions left. I still have some other tools, and though I am running a little low on shiny, not enough to make a huge difference. So let's see if we can get some jobs during our pilgrimage, if you will.
Just remember, at any point, you guys can go and what is it? Oh yeah, mug viscosity. You can just break into his house and take his stuff. He's loaded.
Yeah.
You know.
That is an option.
Wait, how close aren't we like far away from the deep where we're going to be going?
I mean, everything's connected via the octopus, so it's generally pretty quick to get to just about anywhere. If you're willing to take that, like if you wanted to, like take a ship, all you kind of have to do is leave Ormos and then go down. Because if you remember, they were in Nevermire. They were dropping stuff off, and in fact, actually, Ormos is further down than Nevermire. So you're actually closer to. You're actually the closest to the deep in terms of quote unquote physical space.
Oh, okay. Also, speaking of viscosity, what's the V coin price for today?
It's essentially been trading at worthless values since you guys wrecked it. If you
Mhm.
wanted to do something to try and bring it back, you can. But it's essentially worthless. The metal that they're printed on is worth more.
So you can sell it for scrap
Mm.
metal.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah,
Can we
no,
get some? Can I buy some? I want to get like an improvised weapon of a sack of V-coin.
You wanna go out and buy an improvise a mace. All right, it's the price of a mace to get a mace made out of V-coin.
Okay, so how much is a mace?
Does it also have the weird
Um,
wild magic
I'll
property?
say it's a little bit cheaper because you don't need the staff, like the mace, like the holding part of it, because it's just a bag.
Mhm.
So yeah, normal mace is 5 shiny. We'll say that if you just wanted a sack filled with V-coin, you can get it for like 2 shiny.
Hey, deal. How
And
many V-coin is that though?
it's a lot.
Mhm.
Like, it take you a while to count them.
Mhm. Well, now we got like infinite ammo too, or like a lot of ammo.
Wait, how much would it cost just to buy a shit ton of V-coin just for gun's sake?
Like I said, you could buy a sack of it for a couple shiny.
Very interesting. I would like to buy a sack of it for a couple of shiny. Just to be set on ammo for a bit.
Mhm. So a sack
So
is like
it looks like, in terms of the United States penny, about 182 of them is about 1 pound. So you can buy V coins in pounds now.
Mm.
And they're worth less than a penny. So I'll say that you can get a pound and a half or a pound and a quarter is 200. Yeah, let's just do that. You can get 200 for 1 shiny.
That is incredible. I would like to buy 2,000 V-coin.
Are you gonna give it the George so he can do more magic shot?
Oh, remember! Don't forget, I have magic shot down too.
With
It
the
is
V
so-
coin or just
With the V-coin.
Okay, you want to split that? At least I'm down to 43.
If you wanna split the cost, then sure.
I'm short on gold though. Like I'm still at 200.
How short? You can get 200 V-coin for $1.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just spend my own.
Yeah, that's why I'm using 10 shiny for 2,000.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna get 200. I'll be fine. George will be fine. He's have to be the one with the most gold due to us making a lot of expensive purchases.
My grenade costs a lot more V-coin, so that's why I just wanted to. Than your gun does. Mine costs like 10 or something like that.
With the grenade, is it like a one-time use or?
It's not a one-time ever use. It's I can fire as many as I want, but it costs 10 V-coin per shot.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just more of 6 bullets in the chamber.
Yeah, you guys deflating V-coin had the added bonus of lowering the cost to use your special abilities.
Anyway, we should.
But who knows? Maybe this is the last V-coin you'll ever be able to buy because they'll go out of circulation.
That'd be wild. What if it
If it-
becomes rare again? Like what if it just becomes valuable because it's rare? It's like an old currency that no one uses anymore. Like a rare bottle cap collection.
Yep. Or NFTs.
Or NFTs. Every V coin is personalized with a slightly different picture of viscosity.
Yeah.
Why are the hands fucked up?
Oh my god, I got a
Alright.
rainbow viscosity.
It's all
Secret
bad
rare.
AI art. It's all bad AI art too. Because no one wants to draw for him now.
I got big titty viscosity.
Man, why is the hands always fucked up? Got some club hands. Anyway.
Anyways.
Um,
Yeah, I think this is a good plan. A pilgrim. We should consider robbing viscosity at some point again. When that is, I don't know, but I am all for that. For
Yeah, keep it in the
more
back pocket.
Viscosity's infinite money. Hopefully, run into more of his henchmen and who we can murder, and take their place to sneak into his places again.
Alright.
All right, we have the plan to make our way down to the Pearl whenever we're available for that. Like, I don't think we have anything planned up here, right?
Nope.
Not that we know. As long as Tito doesn't throw another fucking dinosaur at us, I think we're good.
Oh,
It pans over and he's like putting on like really, really small guns onto cockroaches.
yeah.
Never-
We tell him about the dragon.
He's
turtle.
like in some ways it's more terrifying.
Yeah. Real quick, I have to use the restroom. Lunu will be in the background taking care of bonsai trees or whatever the fuck he does. Lunu
Cheap
would also
poses, glitches
request
for the wall.
to make sure that our very sly friend and our and Tito, I actually forget the name of the mind flayer. What was it?
Wasn't it Squilliam?
I think I gave you guys the ability to pick his name, and then I said that we weren't going to remember it.
Wait, take us back to that battle map. You labeled him.
Oh, that's right. I did label him.
This is
I
a
did.
disaster.
Oh man,
We could have given him
Well, I-
so much of a better name than the one he has.
I'm so good at thinking ahead.
We go over there, he's going to be
Um,
named Larry.
I wish
Either
he was
way-
named Larry. It's such a his name is so like whatever. It could have been so it could have been so much more fun.
All right. So what I have listed here, and it could be entirely wrong. Maybe is Will Chilliam.
Oh yeah, Chilium.
Wait, yes, Chili. Wait, yes.
Okay.
I didn't realize we gave him that. Yes, that's so much better. I thought it was just Will. Yes, I misremembered.
Will Chilium. I want to make sure that Chilium and Tito have something to do that is productive and good for society. So
Well, I thought you guys said that Will was
You're-
coming with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's coming
that's
with us.
right. Will is coming with us. I
Yeah.
want to make sure that Tito is doing something good for society. So I want someone to pluck those little guns out of those cockroaches' hands and, maybe help with a defense project or, put them to work doing something. Have them paint a fence Tom Sawyer style. I don't know. Anyway.
Could Tito possibly help with protecting your fiance?
I don't know if she needs that, man.
Well, maybe her.
Well,
Maybe
they-
her.
He, him,
her,
fiance.
her
Remember?
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Maybe
He,
his
him.
palace guards or something like that. I don't know, or maybe fortifying the defenses of the castle or the manor that they live at. Excuse me.
That would be good if we can find out through Alba. I know Alba doesn't like Tito, but if we could put Tito to community service work of science, that would be helpful. Maybe those little kids without legs could have some new shotgun legs.
Yeah, rocket powered legs.
Anyway,
So you wanna reach out to the science directorate and ask them if they have any work for Tito and that to keep him supervised while you guys are doing another mission.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on. Doesn't the head science lady hate Tito?
She does, but
does.
she probably wants him monitored. Make sure that he's
Yeah.
not doing anything.
Yeah.
All
The
right,
job's the best way.
No.
You think guys think a job's the best
Connor,
way?
highs or lows?
Living alone in a hut in the outside of town is already bad enough, man. And it's been like that for months for him. Let him do something. The
Highs.
benefit of humanity.
Highs
Even
or
if
lows, Connor?
it explode. Highs.
Yeah, they say that they've got some busy work that they can give him that he probably will actually do a good job at, and that they'll keep him an eye on him while you guys are away.
All right.
It's gonna be really funny when you guys come back tomorrow. Get everything done in one night.
Good.
Tito, you need to understand something. Don't be a fuckboy. Just do this job correctly. Maybe they'll have more work for you. Maybe you can actually get back into the science directory if you're just a legitimate scientist for once.
It's a little too late for that.
He says, "I've always been a legitimate scientist."
Okay, a legitimate scientist who isn't committing war crimes constantly.
He says, "You have to be a state to commit war crimes."
What? No, that's not true at all.
He says, "Yes, it is. That's exactly how it works.
Good.
If you're not acting on behalf of the state, then it's not a war crime. It's just a normal
I think
crime."
still be I think you'll still be charged for it.
Fine, not committing crimes or war crimes or any type of criminal activity.
He does agree that he is willing to work to get back into the good graces of the science directorate, and he appreciates the offer that you've done for him. But you get the feeling that nothing about his personality has changed. He legitimately wants to get back into the good graces of the science directorate, but he definitely still probably needs to be monitored.
Yeah. Oh God. All right.
All right.
All
So you guys go?
Yeah, I think we go.
We're going on the pilgrimage.
I'm going on a trip.
Blair Audina's precious little life.
Okay, wait, how are we traveling?
Through the tentacle.
Yeah, you guys
Okay.
rolled high on your percentile die, so they had a free trip for you.
Okay. No need for a carriage or anything, or
No, if you remember, when you go up to the tentacle, there are little vehicles that they put you in that are basically fancy barrels. They kind of shoot through it. It's kind of like a train, I'll get inside the train. When you first started to doing, getting into these, you kind of would get sick, and there'd be G-forces, and it wouldn't feel great, and there'd be changes in elevation. But at this point, you guys have done it enough that you're pretty used to it, and you're able to handle it like a local.
okay.
So you guys arrive,
Mhm.
and I will this over. To Luster City. You're in the big city, guys. So when you come out, the first thing that you notice is that the entire place is all in one big dome, and you assume that the dome is the giant clam. The light that is coming off of the roof appears to be reflected from a large beam of light coming further off into the city. It's just shooting up into the, bouncing off the top and then strikes down. It's not like it's like incredibly bright. You'd you know, like the streets are still lit up with like artificial lights and that kind of stuff because it's not exactly the most brightest thing. It kind of reminds you of being in Twilight, and you get the feeling that it's probably like this all day. That the light coming off doesn't if there is a night here, it probably would need to be covered, and whether or not they do that every night, you don't know. But there are locals. It's a fairly busy place. The area that you get let off in is kind of like a makeshift, like train station filled with like the same kind of canals and stuff that they use with in the core. But once you leave, this is the most dry place that you've been to, in terms of water, and even the humidity is nowhere near as bad as like it is in, like, let's say, Ormos. So it's actually, it's quite dry, and with lots of people and lots of commotion. You were given information about the hotel that you will be staying at. So give me one moment here. So it looks like they've just opened. And it is called let's see here. Oh, darn it. Connor's not here. I was gonna have him say the name. It's the newly opened from his chain. You know it, Austin.
Lumpy? Oh yeah,
No.
Lumpy's Potions and Lotions.
No, the hotel.
Oh, your mom's a whore?
There we go. Perfect.
What?
Yes, the local Your Mom's a Whore.
Yeah, that's the name of a hotel.
Has opened up its. It looks like they have just had their grand opening within the last couple of days. So there's still, like, you know, like kind of like a big sign that was put up, and it's kind of like half fallen down. But yeah, so you all walk in, and behind it there is, when you walk inside, nobody there. At the front desk, there's a little sign that says "Be back soon," and then another little sign next to it that says, "If you already have a key, go up to your room."
Okay, self-service.
Okay.
Well, we do have the key, right? We got the key in the mail or from Charlemagne, or
Hey, you got an invitation. Highs or lows, whether or not you have the key.
highs.
Get
We
the
need to go
highs,
much
the
higher.
lows, high.
So the good news is you've got a 90% chance that you get the key. But because I want to, possibly throw some things in there, I'll roll it so you guys can see it too. Oh boy.
Oops.
Congratulations. Wait, hold on. I said 90%. That counts, right? You're good?
Does
Yeah,
it?
that's fine. That's pretty
Yes,
like
dang
1
1 to
through
100,
9 is
right?
10%. No, 1 through 9 is 9%. It's 10%. That's 90. Yeah. 10, I think, is what you needed to do to make it. You just made it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
If you had rolled one lower, we would have had to do a mission to get the key.
God.
Hell yeah.
I had a thing planned that was just going to be kind of annoying. So I wanted to give you guys a legitimate chance to avoid it. But yeah, so inside the letter there is a key to a room
Does it say which room it
that
is?
you can go up to. It looks like this place was kind of thrown together very last minute. You're not 100% sure why. This chain is very well known throughout the world as being pretty luxurious. And it seems like this has been recently converted from some other older hotel, like they just bought it, and maybe they just haven't had time to fix it up yet. But yeah, you're able to locate your room, and it is indeed quite large. So there's only one bed. But you guys can set up like camping stuff. You guys are adventurers. There's plenty of room for you to quote unquote make camp and be somewhat comfortable.
Okay.
So, what would you guys like to do? You can go to like try and find work, or start by going to one of the holy orders, or if you just wanted to explore town. What do you guys want to do?
I feel like I want to look at the odd jobs first and then like scout around where the orders are just to like get a vibe of the places. I don't know about y'all.
Let's walk around town, see what we can find.
I'm interested in checking out some of the shops, seeing what cool stuff they have here. Maybe get some cool deals, or even better, get ripped off again.
Let's not overspend. Like we just like
All right.
We
only
are
have so
pretty
much
broke.
gold. Yeah, we're here to make money, as well as at least try to get some stuff ready, or like at least try to appease to this Pope guy to see if we can get on good terms. Because once we got his mutual respect, we're good.
So you guys can walk around town. The easiest thing out of the things that you listed off to find is probably like a job board. There's a couple of them, usually around where places people such as yourselves, adventurers, would gather, such as bars and that kind of stuff. And so you're able to find a couple of missions. Give me a moment here to generate some of these. Doing some random generations. Interesting.
Interesting.
Ooh.
These are very fun noises to hear from the DM.
And do one more for fun. The numbers were kind of close together, but this last one's way far away. Oh, well, that one doesn't fit. I'm not going to use that one. Oh boy.
Oh, that's a good sound.
All right. So there's some your common everyday stuff, things that really aren't necessarily even worth your time for the amount of pay. But there is a couple that you have found that is looks to be pretty interesting. One is a bounty for a quote unquote mad alchemist that has been running around and causing problems. It looks like it's mostly property damage. Things like minor explosions, creating foul smells. So far, it doesn't list anybody as being hurt, but because it's been going on for long enough, they've actually put a 1,000 shiny reward for their capture. The picture that they have for the person just kind of has them in a cloak. Like, they don't really have, like they say, a very good picture of them, but they say that they do have a very distinct facial tattoo, and it's a facial tattoo of a shape that they say is a double helix. They're not sure what the tattoo means, but they have it on them.
My God,
So
French
besides
is-
that, though, they say that no one's really kind of gotten a very good look at them. They're pretty sure that they're some version of human or half elf, based off of the brief looks that people have given them. No idea if they're a Simic hybrid, though.
Okay, we can keep that one
I
in the back
forget
pocket.
that humans can very much become Simic. I always forget that most of the Simics we meet were elf at one time.
Or Triton.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, no, Tritons don't choose to become Simics.
Yeah.
Tritons and elves do.
And then it's the what are they called? No, not them. The blue people.
The
The
Veldalkins.
Vedalkins.
Yeah.
Vedalkins. Yeah.
The Dolphins.
The Dolphins fans. Listen up, Dolphin fans.
The ghost of the 72
Perfect season. That's right. We're talking about the Miami Dolphins. No more
Okay.
D&D.
I'm gonna be real. Dad, last weekend, Dad was trying to show me a Miami Dolphins documentary they had on HBO Max because apparently they're doing good this year.
Yeah.
That's dope. I've been a closet Miami Dolphins fan my entire life, and I cannot believe it.
Yep. There's apparently the Max documentary is good. If you want to watch it, go ahead. But not much of a sports fan.
So then you have another request This one is both very odd to you because of the lack of the information and the high promise of reward. For 2,000 shiny, there is a the all what it says is besides like the contact information and where to go is there's a pack of wolves that have been bothering my cow, and I need you to scare them away. Which, in normal areas, if you were above ground, would be like, oh yes, this makes sense. But you're very far underneath the water inside of a major city. So there's some context that you've lost on here.
It sounds like easy money.
And it offers 2,000 shiny as a reward.
Yeah, I do want to keep track of that one.
That's fat stacks. Absolutely.
And then the last one. Just says sanitation expert wanted. Previous experience killing monsters required. And that one offers. It says also 2,000 shiny. But it lists the thing on there that says a bonus for exemplary service.
Yeah, that one sounds straightforward too.
What is it?
It means I feel like we're gonna have to kill like a sludge monster or something,
Hey,
or like a rat.
I mean, if it's either or, we just keep our distance. Shouldn't be too bad.
Yep.
I bet.
Did you guys want to jump on one of these tonight, or did you want to keep exploring the town?
Let's explore first.
Yeah, let's explore first. What were the other two, real quick?
Bounty on mad scientist, boy and his cow versus wolves, and sanitation monster elimination.
All right.
Obviously, the things on there give more information in terms of location, who to contact, that kind of stuff. But
okay.
In terms of for the important information for you guys, that's the important information.
Okay, so let me just.
Oh man, I generated another one of these and it was really cool.
Boy v wolf.
All right, I'm gonna put another bounty, or it's not another bounty, another mission. This one, all what it says, is the cats are acting weird. Help, and then it lists their contact information for you to find out more information.
What's the reward?
But there's no reward listed.
That one sounds funny, but let's do this. I'm interested in doing.
I'm more scared of what the cat situation might be than any of these other things.
Oh, I would love to do the cat one eventually, but that fat stacks one from the wolves, it's calling to me.
Anyway, let's explore the town. See if we can meet some new folks.
All right, so I know I want to get a vibe for what the headquarters for the orders look like?
Yeah. So you don't actually want to go in. You just want to kind of do like a quick swing around to each of them.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
All right. So you go around. The first one that you come up to, because it's the order that I have them written down, is the Order of the Illustrious Aether. This one, they have the all of their main offices are fairly close together. There's kind of like a town square, and kind of where that big church is that you can see. So in the back of the church is where the source of the light is coming from. And if you swing by that along your way, you'll see that there is a giant pearl radiating light upwards. It looks like they do have stuff around it that they could cover it if they want. So maybe they do that for night, but you're not 100% sure. Like if that's like something that they do regularly or not. They haven't done it since you've been here, although you haven't necessarily been here for a full day yet. And then you swing around to each of the orders. The first one, the Order of the Illustrious Aether. This one is a very ornate building. It's in a very similar style of the church. It kind of gives off the impression of being like a fortress in and of itself, while also still being something of a church. Next, you go to the Knights of the Holy Pearl. They are a little bit more welcoming. They don't really have like the big walls that the other ones do, so it looks like you can pretty easily just like walk up and walk around. There's some gardens that are planted around it, and you see like families and that kind of stuff hanging out, kind of like almost like in a park kind of setting that's built right up to the facility, and then it looks like there's several different smaller buildings. It kind of reminds you of a school almost. And then
Is
you
it
go
fancy?
to.
Oh, I was gonna say, is it fancier than the one that Basil goes to, or?
Probably not, because it's more of a like it's not actually a school. They're just going for kind of a school vibe. And then you come to the Hadalic Hadalic Order, and they have a it's like a very, it almost kind of doesn't fit in. It's still made of brick like most of these other buildings, but it's a very simple design, almost like it's just like an office building. In fact, if it didn't have the sign out front, you probably would have assumed that it was just another building. It is quite large in comparison to the other buildings, so it looks like that like a lot of people could be working in there. But in terms of it just looks like any other office building.
Okay. So now we know where we're going. What else do y'all want to do? Personally, I want to try, like, if we're like choosing who we want to like talk to first in terms of like the orders, I feel like maybe the Holy Pearl would be easiest to deal with, but that can be later.
I mean, you can walk into them right now if you wanted to. What do you guys want to do? I know you also mentioned shopping. Anybody wants to do that, or if you wanted to wait to do some missions before then?
I would like to have money.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah, let's get money before we start buying anything from here.
So you guys know that the each of the orders are probably going to be giving you missions as well. You're not sure if they're going to offer you a monetary reward. They might. You also don't know if it's rude to ask for a monetary reward. Because theoretically, maybe it's not.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it might be best not to ask. Or if we're gonna ask the people with the nice little school. Like, hey, give us money.
Hmm. Yeah, let's do a bit more research before. Let's do some jumps around town, and then we'll think about doing some big spending.
Mm-hmm. So do we want to at least introduce ourselves to one of them before? I don't know. Like, we
I
can
mean, you're
introduce
not on a
ourselves,
time
ask
limit.
about the quest. Yeah. So can we just ask them all for their quest and then do them on our own time, or is it like after we ask for the quest, they're gonna be like, oh, you have 3 weeks to do that? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, it could be a very on the spot sort of thing. Like if we were doing the cats, maybe they're here.
Maybe you'll walk in and they'll hand you a gun and they'll say, "We need you to kill this guy so we have dirt on you." You know? And then once you shoot him, then you've done the mission and you're good to go.
That could happen.
You know? Or maybe they'll be like, we need you to do this 100-step quest that will take you 3 months minimum, I don't know.
I mean, is going on this pilgrimage a pretty common thing? Could we ask? Could we go to a bar or go someplace and ask if anybody's done something like this before and see what the vibe is?
For what you guys are doing, no. People do go on pilgrimages that are similar to this, but you would know yours is going to be very unique because of the political nature of it. And that would be common knowledge. But in terms of finding out how people view each of these and what do they think they might try and give you, or because really they're quests, but they're also tests. If you found out more about each of these organizations, from the locals, maybe that would do. Because it kind of sounds like that's what you're asking, right?
Yeah. So.
So there are obviously there are people out in front of the Holy Pearl, just simply because they're all there, because it's like a park. It looks like it's easily accessible. So that is a place that you'd be able to go up and talk to people. Besides that, there are a lot of people that are kind of moving around the square doing one thing or another. You could just go up to one of them randomly and kind of ask for the best, but the other two don't really have people kind of loitering outside. So the Order of the Illustrious Aether does have a guard posted at the door, but talking to him would probably let them know that you're here.
True.
We should probably make a strong first impression here.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I want to ask around at the Holy Pearl, just talk to some of the people loitering about, just hey, we're new here. and we're really curious about this holy order. We heard that there was like a pilgrimage that people go on, and we're interested in that. Just kind of like asking small talk questions.
All right. Are you trying to like hide who you are?
I'm not gonna say who I am, but like if
You're not bringing it up.
yeah, I'm not gonna bring it up, but like if they ask, I'll say it.
Okay. Roll me either a survival, investigation, or persuasion.
I'm going survival. Let's see. 14.
Well, yeah. So you get people who are generally willing to answer your to your questions. You go up to one person in particular who you think might actually like they're not it doesn't look like they're there specifically like with their family or with their kids. So you start probing them for questions, and they say, "Oh yeah, I come here, um, for regular checkups." They mention that this is the best place to get um, healthcare, and so that's why they're here. And then they just come and they sit out in the park for a little bit afterwards, and generally everybody is inside super friendly. It can be kind of a stressful situation, if people are coming in and out. He says that they run hospitals, that this facility is more of like their office, so it kind of just has a smaller clinic. It's not like they're the primary place to do it. So maybe they're he said that he's heard that they're maybe a little bit more rough around the edges in like their actual like hospitals, but here everybody's super friendly. And he says they get volunteers coming in all the time to help with all of the little stuff. People will come in and do pilgrimages, and they'll put them to work at one of the hospitals or something like that. And he doesn't seem to um, recognize who you are, and so he just basically goes in and tells you what like most of the people that come in and do acts of service do, and it seems like it's very focused around things like providing daycare services, providing medical services. He says the people that join the order are trained in combat. They do have a military thing. They kind of like they look at you and they kind of see that you're very strong and very well built, and that you are armed. So they say, yeah, if you're like like a mercenary, like generally the military are for people who like join the order, but I'm sure that they've probably got to have like a volunteer like corps or something that you could join.
You think they'll let me do surgery?
He kind of looks at you and is like, are you trained in surgery?
I've sewn up a like cut once.
He says, well, yeah, I mean, they might want to give you a little bit more training, but that'd be something that you'd probably want to go in there and ask them directly. That's not something that I would know.
All right, nice. Well, thank you for giving me the rundown on the place. I really do appreciate it.
He says you're welcome.
And before I let him go, I'm gonna ask him because like he's like hanging out here because like of the scenery and everything. Are there any other like cool places in town that he's interested in hanging around?
He says this is pretty much the only place that kind of has nature. Like plants and trees. Like obviously, like people will have like plants and stuff for their house and that kind of stuff, but it's kind of a big city. So if you're kind of looking for like not a big city feel, this is it. Which is very funny to all of you who have been, like living on the brink of wilderness for a long time. Even this park feels like it's very cityish, to the point that you'd almost consider it more of like an organized like city garden than a park. But he does. He says that most of the tourists, they'll go over, they'll take a look at the Pearl. There's a lot of theater and musical performances that happen here. It's a very big. He says performance is a very big part of the culture here.
Okay, yeah, I did see a theater on the way in.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll check it out. Well, yeah, I think I got what I wanted out of this guy, so I'm gonna thank him for his time, and I'll go back to the rest of the group and I'll relay what I heard. I'll be like, so it seems like most of the volunteers, most of the pilgrims that come over here they have them doing like healthcare stuff or like daycare or something like that. We might get to do some surgery.
Wait, surgery?
I mean, yeah, we might be able to like like open heart surgery. Maybe we'll put a leg back together or something. I don't know. It probably isn't that hard.
I agree. It'll probably be a piece of cake.
All right. I mean, who here's a good healer besides Lunu? Hey, Lunu, you ever been a doctor before?
No, but there's a first time for everything. Also, can't you heal?
Yeah, but not amazing.
I mean, I'm sure it's fine. You like all you got to do is like sew up some things, open some stuff up. It's
like out of character. Yes, I have healing spells.
Doesn't lay on hands cure diseases?
Oh
After a certain level.
Let me check something with lay on hands.
It does. You can spend 5 points to cure a disease or a condition.
Okay.
Literally, 5 points of lay on hands is all you need to cure blindness.
Okay.
Yeah.
nice.
Okay. I haven't tried curing a blind man. Blind
This
kids.
is the redemption arc, George. This is how you live your ninja way.
Let's see the little scamp. See if we can heal some blind kids or wherever.
Okay, so do we want to go ahead and talk to the Holy Pearl, or do we want to go somewhere else?
Yeah, that's where we need to be.
We know where
I don't
you
think
need
there's
to
anywhere
be.
we need to go. It might
Open
just be like
world,
we
you
spend a day
guys.
like helping out at the hospital, and then we're good.
Yeah, we could go to the hospital a bit, but will we be doing any of those like monster hunting missions?
I also like to do some monster hunting missions.
Because like the last thing I want to do is like, hey, I used my lay on hands a lot and I cured a lot of kids. What are we fighting today? The ass kicker beast. Okay.
The explosive ass kicker beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, famous for ripping ass and taking names.
It's like, what do you mean Tito gave him a gun?
God,
I'm out here to chew ass and kick bubble gum.
I'm all out of ass. I'm here to.
I'm all
here
out of
to
ass.
I'm here to chew ass and people, and I'm all out of ass. I mean, we're the sick kids. Well, I guess we'll cure them. If that's the case.
Let's go see what they want.
Yeah, let's see what they want. And then,
You guys
and
go
then
inside? You don't want to look at any of the other ones first? It's up to you.
Any of the other church or like any of the other buildings.
I mean, full disclosure, the third one seems really boring, the Hadalic Order. So I'd rather save them for last.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to remember the church groups. Like
So there was
offhand.
Illustrious Aether, there was Holy Pearl, and there was Hadalic Order. I don't know how you spell that, but
the illustrious
Hadlic.
Hadlic.
Okay.
No, Hadalic.
Hada.
Like,
Okay.
I'm just trying to get what their like roles are. Like, I know like one's like like school, the other one's like a hospital.
No. The school and the hospital one are the same.
Okay.
Funny enough, actually, although it kind of looks like a school. The one that is known for providing education services is the Hadalic Order.
Okay.
It seems like the Holy Pearl, in its inclusion of focusing on medical, also focuses on childcare, which is where a lot of the school energy is coming from.
Okay. And the the illustrious pearl is the
Illustrious Aether. They're the ones that seem to have a lot of like your standard like military order based off of what you can see and what information you've gained. You know that they also provide banking services.
Okay.
Their building was also the nicest.
Okay, and what does the pearl do?
Pearl's doctors.
Okay, Pearl's doctors.
And then Hadalic Order is what is school?
They are listed as their primary function as education, charity, and you also know that they provide specialized bodyguards for dignitaries. So like if you're like in embassies and that kind of stuff. So when they're sending out diplomats, they're usually guarded by people from the Hadalic Order. And also when there's things like state dinners and that kind of stuff, they're usually involved as basically private, not private. These are technically private organizations, but as you've guessed how people have talked about them, they do play a role in the government as pseudo regulators of different areas. You're assuming that it's probably not super ironed out in terms of exactly where the state and they start on some issues.
So we're going to Hospital.
L'Hôpital, yeah.
Hospital.
You walk in through the front door.
Yeah, we go
Okay.
go to the hospital. Do we need I'm presuming we have to go to the front desk or whatnot, but go on.
Yep, there is indeed a front desk. There is a woman sitting at the counter. It looks like she's helping a old lady with her paperwork. As you guys walk in, she says, "I'll be with you in just a moment." She does like another look at you guys and kind of realizes who you are, and calls over someone else to come and help you right away, though. And a half elf man comes up to you. He is not a simic hybrid. He comes up to you. It looks like he is just like he's dressed in what your immediate assumption is almost like a squire uniform. So not anything super fancy. But it also looks like it's not as like ornate as what you would have for combat. It looks like this one's more designed like if you were like a field medic kind of thing. He comes up to you all and he says, you all must be the friends of Bubbles. Please follow me. I'll show you in.
Okay. All right.
Okay, they know about us.
You guys are kind of you guys are well known.
Yeah.
People on the street may not recognize you. You get the feeling that these people were told that you may come here at some point in some future, whether or not this is someone leaked information to them recently or they just have a list of people in the back that they're like, hey, the candidates may come in trying to do stuff and they've had it for months, who knows. For that you'd need to look into it more. But they lead you into down the hallway, a couple of doors down into an office, and they put you in there and they say, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go find someone who knows how to help you. What did you guys need help with again?
Oh, we're just on a pilgrimage looking to find ways that we can help around the city.
He says, yes, of course. I will get someone who can assist you with that. Can I get you anything?
Do you all want anything?
The question should be, can we get you anything? Seriously,
He says,
when's the last time you went on break? Do you need a water? I can get you a water.
he laughs a little bit and he says, no. I'm well taken care of. I'll get somebody who can help you guys. If I can't, I'll be back soon.
You know this is the game when they say when an employee tells you they're well taken care of. Anyway, continue.
Yep. So he leaves. And a little bit goes by, about 10 minutes, before another person comes in. This person is a woman, simic hybrid. Pretty standard simic hybrid stuff. She doesn't have any hair because it's all like scales and that kind of stuff on her head. And she's dressed in a uniform that depicts probably a higher rank than the squire. and she comes in and she sits down with all of you, and she says, "Thank you all for coming. We weren't expecting you all today; otherwise, we would have prepared better accommodations." She
No
says, "I
need, no need.
apologize for the inconvenience."
You don't have to pull out all the stops for us. We're just here as normal people at this point.
Mhm. She says, "Well, you all are not necessarily your average everyday people coming in here, but we appreciate you being flexible with us. Showing favoritism to one of the candidates or the other is very much against the policy of the holy orders. That as the different candidates are going down, we pledge to be neutral throughout the process, and provide pilgrimage services equally for each one who wants to go through. So that includes how we treat you when you come in. And so usually the plan is that we would host a whole event for you, but if that's not what you want, that is okay. It's not required.
Can I roll insight to see how true treat everyone equally sounds to
Yeah.
me? Give me a second. Sorry,
Roll it.
All right, rolling insight.
Hmm.
God damn it, Bipple. I want to see my computer.
No, Father, I am sitting. 14.
You guess that it comes from a place of fear, that backing the wrong candidate could cause them to be eliminated, because of the fact that they're quasi associated with the state. Their situation is a little bit precarious. They probably definitely have candidates that they would prefer to see win. So it's not that they're not necessarily backing anybody, but they're going to make every effort possible to not let you know who that is. Because choosing wrong is a bit more existential to them than it is for others. With a 14, it's kind of hard to tell where you are in that pecking order. You definitely get the feeling that it's not outright hostile. That it seems like, especially like how they've been treating you, they're trying to make it so that way, they're trying not to insult you.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not even dressed up for a fancy event. I don't think I brought my suit.
Yeah.
We're going to have to go buy a fancy suit.
And do you say that out loud?
No.
Did we bring our fancy stuff?
I brought mine. I always keep Basil's on me too.
I mean,
I think Blair's the only one who'd be prepared.
Here.
What did you say first? What did you say, Basil?
You mean Blair?
Blair. No, it's Basil. Not Basil. Lunu.
It's Blair.
What did you? Lunu.
Oh.
I meant to say Lunu.
Lunu has their fancy stuff because didn't they have a date down here?
Not down here.
Yeah, that was in the core.
Let's see. And what did you say, Cinna?
It seems like Blair's the only one that's really prepared because, like, I didn't bring anything.
Yeah, I didn't think that we would have to like dress up like Sunday best, I
Yeah.
guess.
They say no. That's okay. You don't need to worry about doing that.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, they
All right.
say we're willing to put something on, but if you want to just jump right into it, we can. They say the guild master is currently not in the building. They are touring some medical facilities outside of Leicester City today. But I do have a prepared mission to give to all of you, if you would like. It's not one that you would need to necessarily do at any time. It's not timed. Would you be wanting to hear that now, or would you rather schedule a time when the guild master can get back?
I mean, we could just go and check it out, or maybe have it like, I don't know. What do you guys think? I think we could probably check it out in between right now.
Yeah, I'm willing to hear it.
So they go and pull out a binder, and opening it up, they slide the paper over to you, and upon reading the paper, it includes a couple of general statements that they want Bubbles or her proxies to state in support for continuing the relationship. You get the feeling that this first part is mostly the political part, where you pledge not to throw them out in order to get the support. This is something that you could probably go back on if you ended up really hating them down the line, like if you found out that they were causing some sort of problems. But barring them causing some sorts of problems, they're trying to maintain a little bit of independence, and they're including that in the mission. And then it says that they would like you all to make a 3,000 shiny donation to the Children's Hospital here in Leicester City.
Man, they really didn't have me in the first half, but damn, they really turned that around.
Yep, it seems like this isn't a normal mission. They're asking you for money.
I don't even think we had 3,000.
We came to you because we're broke.
Okay, so I see the donation here.
The person says, "Well, you could probably ask the count that's sponsoring you to pay this. If you would like, there is a." She kind of like looks around. She says, "Well, we do have a something that we've been needing to get taken care of. It wouldn't cover the entire price, but we do have a budget for 1,000 shiny. You see, we need certain types of medical supplies, and we found that there is a particularly valuable type of moss that grows in some underground caves not too far from here. And we send expeditions out, but the caves, do have monsters in them, and so it can be dangerous. So we do, generally, we have warriors that we would send out and do it, but a lot of the warriors are also like they're trained medical professionals, and so keeping them in the hospital rooms is more important. If we can send someone else who doesn't have those skills, and you guys definitely have the monster hunting capabilities. Would you like me to draw some information for that?
Yeah, no, we were able to do both actually. I'm a decent healer, but George here just cured a blind child, so yeah, that's
Are you sure? Okay. Hey kid, you blind? Hey kid, what's going on with you? Looks towards nearest sick child.
She kind of looks at you and says, "Are you a cleric or a paladin?"
Oh God, I think I know how to. Well, I still could.
You just respond back with, "Maybe."
I'm a pirate. I'm just gonna say I'm a pirate.
Yeah, you're a
Even
pirate. Okay.
Better. Hey, kid, you got something on your nose. Flick's nose. It's like and I use lay on hands to do it. You're now cured of your crippling disease. You're welcome.
Yeah, so she says, well, I mean, that is kind of fascinating. I'm not sure where you draw that power from. But we'd probably need to go through quite a bit to get you certified. Maybe we should stick to the monster hunting for now.
Fair enough.
That works.
Yeah.
All right. So they draw up a little contract, and they say, so tomorrow morning, go to this location, by the entrance by the octopus. We'll take you out there. It'll be a simple guard mission. Just keep the person that you're bringing there alive, and they'll gather up all of the stuff. They know what they're looking for, and once you bring it all back, we'll be able to reward you. The good news is that we're working on like cultivating this stuff, so we don't have to send out as many of these kind of missions. But until we get that off the ground, these missions will suffice. You got a new mission.
Works for me.
All right.
So you've got pay 3K to hospital and get herbs with an E and an H, because there's definitely an H in the word, so I pronounced it.
Mm-hmm.
Herb. like the name.
Like Herbie fully loaded.
Exactly.
Fully loaded. Lindsay Lohan totally
Mhm.
remembered that movie along with her persona.
We love Lindsay's persona, even though it's an NFT. Is it an NFT?
I think it's an NFT. I also think it doesn't have ears.
Look. All right. If you're Lindsay Lohan, all right, and you just want to make a quick buck, all right, selling an NFT of your furry OC is honestly an okay way to do. I'm not going to complain about that. Yeah, everybody knows it's a scam, but so are most things.
I realized this thing still doesn't have ears. I was right. I looked at it again. I just forgot the ears.
So this is probably a good point to break before we get into something else. So I think what we'll do is we'll break here. Did you guys want to go for next time? Did you want to talk to the remaining holy orders first, or get this mission resolved and then deal with them? The 1,000 that they're asking for, or that they're offering to give you, for that you would need to show up to the tomorrow morning, in game. You can go back and ask Charlemagne and Count Styx if they want to cover the hospital donation, if you don't want to pay it yourself, but you could also just pay it yourself.
I mean, yeah, why play it if we don't have to?
Any other questions about what just happened before we break?
So we just received a job from one of the people from the Pearl. That's
Yes.
part of the Pearl. And rather than us getting money from them, they have a method for us to get money that we can give to them. So
Yes.
it involves hunting a monster.
It involves protecting somebody from monsters while they gather herbs.
Okay.
They may also gather some herbs, but who knows?
Herbs.
And then you've also guys have got those other missions that were offering some monetary value as well. But basically, for next time, do you want to focus on starting to knock off some of these missions, or go into the other one, just so that I can be prepared?
So part of me wants to look into the sanitation quest as well, because maybe we could just get that scheduled or something.
Yeah. So next time, do focus on missions.
I think so.
Let's focus on some missions.
All right. Sounds good. I think we'll take this time then to break. We can do some plugs.
Yep. Connor, your plug.
My plug. Hey, I'm Boosh / not your mama. That would be Blair. Good.
That's true.
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Blue Sky. I need to post. Oh God, I need to post. I've been working on things in the background. No worries. I just, no laptop means no content. Anyway, you can also find us here on Discord. Join the Discord. Become my friend. Like, comment, subscribe. Austin, I'm throwing the ball to you.
You can find me on _us where I exist. Still need to develop that web thing that Connar gave me the link for. Anyway, Tasura.
Hi, my plug is the guy up in Skokie who has all the Vicodins. But like you can find me on Twitter, maybe Tasura, and Discord. I'm around. I exist. I'm real. I'm a person. Steven.
Yes, I'm Steven / Venty / Blair Audina / currently trapped in my fucking office and can never escape. But you can find me in my office. But besides that, you can also find me on Twitter as Steventy9, on YouTube as Venty179, on Twitch as Venty179. The Blue Sky is Venty, and that's basically it. Tom.
Hello. My name is Tom. I am the DM for today. My plug for today is not watching your building almost get burned down at midnight 2 days ago. You guys shouldn't do that.
Well,
Good advice.
You recommend not doing that.
Yeah, I recommend not doing that. Yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoyed today's game. Good night, everybody.
I did.
Good. Good night.
Hey,
We love you,
Good night.
love you.
Tom, and the audience.
Art.